Welcome everyone to our new podcast, Beyond Leather, the voice of change in the world of sports. I'm Defna and I'm joined by my passionate co-hosts, Sohana, Zed, and Ribov. In today's episode, we'll go on a journey to trace the evolution of real leather in the sports industry and its profound impact. Leather has played an important role in sports, from shaping the way that athletes perform to the way that fans connect with the game.
Wait, so in the sports industry, there's real leather used in the equipment? I played basketball all my life, and I actually didn't have any idea that this sport used real animal leather.
Actually, yes, many sports use real leather in their balls, gloves, shoes, and protective garments, and some people would even describe leather as a must-have in the sports world.
Okay, now that I think about it, I can see how gloves, cleats, and protective garments will be made out of leather. I'm just surprised that this hasn't been discussed more or that more attention has been brought to it. I feel like a lot of our listeners may also be surprised to learn that the sports they've played their whole lives have included the use of real leather animal products.
Exactly, and that's why, as we delve deeper into the topic, it's important to recognize the environmental and ethical implications of the leather industry. Before we dive deep into Adidas, however, let's take a moment to discuss the historical significance of real leather use in sports. Gladiators in Roman eras used armor made of leather. Fast forward into the 19th century, where leather use in the making of footballs became popular. Shortly after, in the 20th century, basketballs were being made of leather, and the players say that they love the feeling of a leather ball. Although in less rigorous leagues, synthetic leather may be used, important leagues still use real leather.
I've heard that the official NBA game ball is made with genuine leather.
What? Seriously?
Wait, so was it only used in equipment?
No, leather in the sports world was never limited to the equipment. It was also used to symbolize prestige and achievement through the leather belts, jackets, and even trophies awarded to winners. What sets apart Adidas from the other big players in this industry, and why we chose to focus on Adidas, is that despite serious concerns raised by animal welfare organizations and EU consumers' demands for cruelty-free goods, they continue to produce their goods with kangaroo leather in their shoes. While Puma and Nike announced an end to their production of athletic shoes made with kangaroo leather.
Really, kangaroo leather?
Yeah, it sounds pretty exotic, doesn't it? Even though they state that they don't accept exotic skins or skins from protected animals in their Standards on Animal-Derived Materials report.
Yeah, I'm in complete agreement with what you've said. I was just thinking of how harsh of an impact this has on the environment, doesn't it?
Yeah, the leather industry actually contributes to deforestation, destructs ecosystems, and contributes to climate change. And not only that, but it also involves using harmful chemicals and raises concerns in animal cruelty, all of which we will dive further into in our upcoming episode. With recent improvements in technology, it's undeniable that synthetic leather has become able to replicate the durability, support, and texture of real leather. With their extended resources, we urge Adidas to reduce their environmental footprint by switching to synthetic leather use in their products and complete elimination of real leather. As we wrap up, it's clear to see the significance of leather in the sports industry, but it's also hard to ignore the innovations in our current century in which using real leather no longer becomes necessary. The future of sports lies in our hands as consumers, and we need to question these big brands and advocate for sustainable practices. Thank you all for joining us on this journey. In our next episode, we will dive into exploring the ethical crossroads and the intersection of animal rights, environmental impact, and leather use in the sports industry.